Hey, what's going on, Bully fam? We in my backyard right now, bringing you another episode of Breeders Hacks. So you guys been asking how I take pictures of my dogs. We actually teamed up with Caleb over at Zone 1 Bullies, and we actually got a little bit of video on how he takes pictures of his dogs, and we able to do a little bit of a compare and contrast, so you can see how we take pictures, how he takes pictures, and maybe you guys can take something from what I use or what he uses and apply it to when you guys take pictures of your dogs. So here's the first part. Before we even get to taking pictures, you're gonna need a camera. So this is the camera that I have. It's a Rebel SL1 Canon, and I got a nice 250 millimeter lens on it. You're gonna need a fairly long lens just so that you can get pictures of the dogs from further away. So this is what works perfect for me. Everybody else has different cameras. I mean, you could even use your cell phone if you really need to with the techniques that I'm going to show you, but this is just what I prefer to use as far as getting, nice high quality pictures. One of the first things is you're going to want to make sure that it's in sport mode. The reason you put it in sport mode is pretty much because of the fact that the dogs are always trying to move and things like that. It's hard to get them to kind of sit still, so sport mode captures the picture without any kind of movement from the dog. And now if you don't have a sport mode on your camera, or say you're using a cell phone or whatever the case may be, a little hack for that is basically you're just going to want to take a bunch of those burst pictures. You're going to want to take a bunch of pictures at once, so that you can hopefully catch the dog in mid-motion, or I'm sorry, when the dog isn't in motion right before the dog had moved or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to show you guys now. So part two, once you figured out what you're going to use for your camera, whether it's going to be your cell phone or an actual camera, you need to figure out where you're going to take your pictures. So for me, I have a nice big backyard with plenty of different areas I can take pictures. So I'll take a lot of pictures in my backyard, but sometimes I want to mix it up and I'll go to maybe a park and take some pictures at a dog park, or maybe I'll take some pictures at a dog trail. So you just need to figure out where it is that you have plenty of sunlight, where you have plenty of open space, and preferably some greenery. And this is the other thing that almost 90% of people who take pictures of their dogs get wrong. Other than making sure that you get your pictures on a nice sunny day to really kind of highlight all the attributes of your dog, is that when you're taking your pictures, if you can see the way the sun is facing, is that you want to make sure that the shadow of your dog is facing behind them. So how I'm standing right now with the shadow leaning forward, that means that I'm going to be taking pictures from the opposite way around, like this, so you do not see my shadow in front of me, if that makes sense. So whenever you're taking pictures, make sure sun is out and make sure that the shadow is facing behind the dog. And now there's two types of pictures you can take. You can take a picture of someone holding the dog, like Caleb's gonna show you, or you can take a picture of your dog kind of just free roaming and getting a natural stance or picture of the dog. So I don't have anybody with me today to hold the dog, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and be doing that, so you guys will see. Another thing is that you have to make sure that you're taking pictures of the dog as low to the ground as possible. That's what's really gonna highlight the dog's attributes. So if you wanna get the best possible pictures of your dog, you're gonna have to kind of get low to the ground. So now what I'm going to show you what I do is I pretty much form what looks like to be a tripod. So when I get down on the ground, I have one elbow on the ground, the other elbow on the ground, and then now they're both stabilizing the camera. So now I have what looks to be kind of like a tripod stabilizing the camera so I can get the best possible picture, and my hand's not shaky holding the camera or anything like that. So you'll see when I go do that now. So what you're gonna see me do is I just head over to the spot that I'm gonna take the picture. I usually just drape a blanket down or something like that, so I don't usually get too dirty. And I pretty much just set up the stance like I just showed you guys, and I'll just snap pictures like that. And once I'm done, I'll pretty much just pick up the sheet and move to wherever I'm gonna take the next set of pictures at. All right, Bully fam, so now we're gonna head over to Caleb's yard and he's gonna show us how he takes his pictures of his dogs.
What's going on, Bully fam? Teaming up with my boy Angel over at Double Muscle Bullies. Do a little breeder hack. I got my son here with me, 11-year-old. He actually is responsible for 50% of my pictures. Whenever you see my tattoos, that means he took the picture. Whenever you see these legs, that means I took the picture. So we got Sade out here. We're gonna take a few pictures of Sade, so come along. All right, so this is a full photo shoot. I'm letting my nephew and my son take care of it. We'll definitely be uploading the pictures. You see Pop moves around, and I just let him do him. He got a knack for the dogs. He captures what he thinks. He sees from all the angles that he see fit. If you notice, he's moving around, just trying to catch a better shot. And those are a few things that I told him. I taught him not to just take the pictures from one angle. You move around, the dog looks different from so many different angles. Way we like to shoot, I like to shoot in sports mode. Here's some of the shots of her. Yeah, so we definitely shoot in sports mode. Like I said, just let the dog be free, let him chill, let him be relaxed. I like to shoot with the camera in sports mode. There's a few shots.
All right, Bully fam. So you guys saw how Caleb takes pictures. You guys saw how I take pictures. I'm gonna go through my pictures that I took today and basically choose the best ones that I like and upload those. So you guys are gonna want to take plenty of pictures when you're doing your photo shoots, so that you have plenty of pictures to choose from and to be able to upload. All right, take care, guys.